everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Ludd's Colts. So with that, we'll send you up to the Hoosier Stadium and Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. We say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Stewart on first down. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But we're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Trent Cole's been around the block a little bit in this league. Whether he's playing defensive end or outside linebacker, he provides consistent play.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about credit them for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on 3rd down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
On first down, Luck. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They're going to go. It's Luck. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to the ground game here. Gore. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Luck. They go with a screen to Gore. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Stewart. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there, but maybe blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Throwing is Newton, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs, but appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying, brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand-in-hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about 1 game out of the playoffs. So if they can make any type of improvement, they have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And Olsen over the middle.
Look, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now on second down, this is Gore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and mini camps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
To throw is Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has it.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Frank Gore, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. A second bulldozer.
Someone just made the highlight tape.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's caught. Tolbert. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
down.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Throw complete there. Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Luck gives to his running back, Gore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field, needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Henry Anderson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. To throw on second down is Newton. Surveying the field. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Eric Walden in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Henry Anderson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid? No. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Adams. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And Luck hands this one off to Gore. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Luck going to throw it. They go with the screen to Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing on third down, Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Pat McAfee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10, Newton again. A dump off here to Stewart. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on third down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will bring this all the way back out to